a sporting demonstration. Because we've got someone amongst us tonight who is, I would say, other than the bloke that once tried to pinch my wallet in Stevenage Town Centre, has got the fastest hands I've ever seen come out of Stevenage. Yeah? He's a gentleman who has excelled at the sport of speed stacking. And if you don't know what speed stacking's all about, be prepared to be amazed. Put your hands together, please, for James Ackerman. Ladies and gentlemen, James Ackerman. You've got your own table, you've got your own stacking.
Sports stacking is a sport where you have 12 or 9 specially designed cups and you stack them into 3 different sequences as fast as you can. I currently hold 4 UK records for the 363, the cycle, and 2 of the 363 times relay records.
Right, now you're going to have to see, that's brilliant. But you see, you talk as fast as you stack, right? And on all I heard was 263 6246, and I'm thinking you're giving me your phone number, right? We're ready to just So can you give it, very briefly, hoping you'll all see at the back here, what is 363?
What I'm going to show you here is 363.
Right, 363. I'm going to hold the mic, because you can't do the mic and the stacking. So give me 363. See? Ladies and gentlemen, 2.736 to stack your 363. Now, can you do that again in slow motion? Just on behalf of everybody here who blinked and missed it, because that was amazing. What did you do?
It's all just practice.
I know it's all just practice, but what did you do? I didn't see it. It was so bloody fast.
Fine, I'll show you.
Yeah, you need to show me. Right, so what we do is...
Okay, first for the 3 stack, you use both of your hands at the same time. Put one down, put one top. Now for the 6 stack, you take 3 cups in one hand, 2 cups in the other hand, and then you alternate your hands by dropping 1 on each side, 2 on the second level, 1 on top. And now you go to the other 3, which is both hands, put one down, put one top. Now to down stack, go back to where you started from, and again, use both hands. And then for the 6 stack, you slide outwards and down, and then put them on a middle cup, and then you use both hands for the 3 stack.
In 2.736 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they call it speed stacking. When did you discover that you were an amazing expert at this?
Well, at first, I was nowhere near good at it. I actually first got started when a really good friend of mine introduced it to me whilst he was trying to teach me badminton to help me with my hand-eye coordination skills, as I was so bad at using it. And also, back when I was doing sports, I got tired out so easily. I didn't even know what it was until I ended up breaking my arm for the 3rd time, which was this arm. And then afterwards, the doctors and nurses suddenly realised I've got an ectopic heartbeat, so they told me I have to be very careful with which sport I do, because they don't want my heart to suddenly, you know, get tired out really easily.
That's actually a very logical, wise piece of advice there, because not only did it save your life, but it also introduced you to speed stacking at a stage as well, which I think has kind of made your life. You've done some amazing things in speed stacking. And I just want to say, you mentioned 4 Guinness Book of Records you hold at the moment, is that right?
It's actually 4 UK records, but I've got 2 pages on the Guinness Book of Records.
I've got a copy here tonight. This is the Guinness Book of Records. This is brilliant. Along with the man with the biggest beard of bees and the longest fingernails and all that sort of thing. And I think as well, only the 2nd person from Stevenage ever to be in the Guinness Book of Records after Lewis Hamilton, who I think has extended his record is 9 consecutive seasons from debut that he's won a race in. And yours is, I've stacked a lot of cups faster than you can do a lap of Silverstone, mate. So, in your face, Lewis Hamilton, you might be going out with Rihanna, but I can stack cups. Yeah, I think that's how it works. How did you feel when you got into the Guinness Book of Records? How amazing was that?
It actually felt like it was a dream and so on. I mean, when I was about to first stack, that was when my hands were just shaking more than I would normally have happening at the World Championships, as I've really dreamt of getting together with Guinness World Records. When I just got out at 6.46, I just felt, yes, I did it.
Fantastic. Right, who would like to see a complete idiot have a go at speed stacking?
Yeah!
Put your hands up if you want to volunteer then.
No.
It's me. Yes, it is me. Right, so, because there's no good me talking about this, I might as well walk the walk and talk the talk at the same time. What am I going to do, James?
We're going to be doing the head-to-head for the 3-3, and then afterwards, I'm actually going to make it more impossible.
What? Impossible to start with, mate.
Well, just for me at least.
So like that and like that, yeah?
Correct.
And then like that.
You're meant to use both of your hands.
Oh, I see it like that. That's what, we're doing 3-3-3, am I?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so like that, right? And then I've got to go back here.
Correct.
And I've got to do that, and I've got to do that, and I've got to do that, and I've got to do that.
Yep.
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
Right, you get your hands on here, and is the minute I let go, or do I have to tap it to start the clock, or what do we do?
You have to put both of your hands on the timer. Wait until the traffic light goes green and go for it. Don't you think you're making it too complicated for yourself?
Don't you think you've made it really complicated to start with? Right.
Yeah!
Well done. I'm not a man to let this go. Can I do it again?
Yeah, of course.
Right, here we go then.
Cancel the timer.
Reset.
Right, reset.
There you go.
Right, here we go. Oh, stupid thing.
Yeah!
Wait, look, I'm not trying to be an imbecile, it comes naturally. It's really, really difficult.
Very true.
Yes. So, seriously, how many hours a day do you have to practice to be as good as you are?
About an hour and a half a day or something.
An hour and a half a day. Right. I'm going to put you to the test now, right? Which one would you like to do next and try and set a record here tonight? Do you reckon you could do it?
Hopefully.
Right. Which one are we going to do?
The 3-3-3.
The 3-3-3. Right. You've seen the idiot. Now the professional, ladies and gentlemen. James Ackerman, go for it. That was the practice. What do we got? 2.074! That's amazing!
Indeed it is.
And does that... right, yeah. Thanks. When you get to my age, you'll realise that speed isn't everything in life. See, you've broken it now as well, haven't you? That is phenomenal. And where can speed stacking take you in life? It's taken you to a fair few places already, hasn't it?
Yes, it sure has. The next World Championships will in fact be in Germany on the beginning of April.
And the last World Championships, I think, were in Germany as well. Before that was Montreal, and you've been to America. And America's kind of the home of speed stacking, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's where it was first originated by Bob Fox.
In about 1980. What is the record that you need to get down to beat the fastest kid in the world?
I think it's about 1.36, which I'm nowhere near that fast.
Yeah. I think another hour and a half a day for another 5 years, you're going to be there. Do we want to see it one more time, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Go for it, James. Come on.
Show the cycle.
The cycle?
Yeah.
What's the cycle, James?
You'll see.
The cycle is a harder sequence because you have the 3-6-3, then down stack it all, and then you take another 3 to the other 3 to make it into a 6 stack, and then you do another 6, and then you down stack it all and put it into one pile, put one upside down, one upright, and then take 5 cups in one hand, 4 in the other, and then you stack a 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you take the upside down cup, slide it down to the 4, and the one upright cup to the 3, and then it's now at 5 and 4, but you take 1 from the 4 to the other 2, and all the 5 to the 1. It may sound as complicated as you can, but once you get to know it, then you'll find it a lot easier than it looks.
Mate, I understand the new Pirelli tyre regulations in Formula 1. That's a piece of cake what you've just said to me. I want to see the cycle. By the way, right, I'm going to open a fast food restaurant. You'll be magnificent on the drinks. Yeah? If you ever want to come and work for me, you can do Diet Cokes all day. That'd be magnificent. But I think you'll go for bigger and better things than that. Give me a cycle, James. Let's do this. I've never commentated on speed stacking before. There's a reason for that. This is practice. I love this. This is brilliant. Right, here we go. Right, let's start again. That's, somebody moved in the audience, that's the trouble. Oh, what's happened with these cups, man? Was it because is it my sweat on the stage? They made them all slippy. Oh. Do you want to have one more go with the orange ones? Yeah? Do the orange ones, because the orange ones will be easy, because up on the stage here, it is really, really hot. And the trouble is, with hot comes sweaty palms. Oh, nearly done it. Ladies and gentlemen, James Ackerman, I'm sorry. Not a man to be beaten, I'm going to do this one more time.
Head, you can see what you're doing. However, got a blindfold.
You're going to do it blindfolded? You're going to do it blindfolded? Right, come on then. I could watch this all night. He says, shall we go for the cycle or the 363? You do whatever you want. You've got the blindfold on. This is magnificent.
Yeah.
High five again. Yes. Give me that blindfold. There's not even a hole in the blindfold. That is phenomenal. And in all honesty, I have no idea what use in life speed stacking can ever bring you, apart from working on the Diet Cokes in McDonald's and stuff. But you know what, young man, follow your dream, because that is just brilliant. You have a talent, and you're in the Guinness Book of Records. You holding national records. You will conquer the world, and you come from Stevenage. Ladies and gentlemen, James Ackerman. Brilliant. See, what I want to know, though, is why I couldn't do it with cups this size. Yeah? That's my sort of cup, that one. Wow. Absolutely phenomenal. Someone once said to me, speed stacking's not a sport. I think we have actually proved speed stacking is a massive sport, and it's going to get more and more popular. You saw it here first. Right, in the community as well. It's brilliant. We move on to our next award, the Paul Pierce Disability Award, an award that we put in place to recognise overall performance and commitment to both their chosen sport as well as overcoming their disability. And our finalists are Jack Gladman, a member of Stevenage and North Arts Athletic Club. He's been competing in both able-bodied and disability events since he was 11 years old and has won medals at national, regional and county levels as well. Jack, it's been a great year. You'll see him up on the stage, ladies and gentlemen. James Ackerman, speed stacking champion and record holder as well, and he can do it blindfolded. Honestly, I don't know what that man can't do with cups, except make his dad a cup of tea. Fantastic, he really is. And we've seen these guys up on stage, the Letchworth Garden Rugby Union Football Club Bravehearts, proudly playing and training alongside others as they play for the love of the game. It's been a brilliant year, Bravehearts. His since the age of 13 has been competing in Stevenage and North Hudson Athletics Club, and her main discipline is the discus. She also runs as well, and she won shot and discus at the British Universities Championships and the discus at the IWAS World Games in Holland, and also set the record at the CPISRA World Games in their first disability pentathlon. So well done, Amy, to you. This award is sponsored by Eat Lunch. Please welcome their managing director to the stage, Mr. Brian Allen. Evening, Brian. I did eat my lunch this morning. I just thought you needed to know that.
Good. Have you enjoyed it?
I did. Well, you didn't make it, but I did. Thank you.
So E-Lunch are delighted to sponsor the Paul Pierce Award for the second year in a row, and to announce that the winner this year is Jack Gladman.
Congratulations, James and Amy and Bravehearts as well. Well done. I'm going to have to put the glasses on. Come this way, Jack. Second year running, you've won this award.
Yeah, I really wasn't expecting it tonight, if I'm honest. There's been...
Fantastic. Right, we move on, ladies and gentlemen, to our next award, which is the Sports Personality of the Year. Glad I've got that right, because I thought I'd lost my place for a minute. It's an award that seeks to recognise those who've made outstanding achievements throughout the year and the qualities they bring to their chosen sport. So here are our finalists. April Drakford, whose life revolves around her family and fitness, and for over 10 years has experience as a personal trainer, and has recently found her love for women's physique competitions as well. She found success in the full competitions she has entered, placing from 4th to 2nd in all of these. Well done, April. To James Ackerman, who, as you've seen, has got the fastest hands in Stevenage, and is a great lad as well. Has been featured in the Guinness Book of Records, but also goes out and encourages and teaches young children to get involved in speed stacking as well. James, congratulations to you. Who's a competitive marathon runner, runs an average of 7 full marathons every year across the world, for which he dedicates lengthy amounts of time into training and preparation, and probably running them as well. 7 a year, that's magnificent. Well done to you. Training, by the way, to reduce his marathon time to only 3 hours. I'm not surprised he could probably get 8 marathons in a year as well. It's only 3 hours. And to Stacey Parker, who was crowned double world champion in 2015 after putting her body and strength to the test and training harder than ever to achieve her goals. She now holds the titles ISKA World Welterweight and ICO World Championship belt as well. Well done to you, Stacey. By Fit for Less, please welcome their club manager, Emma Stewart. Thank you very much, Emma.
Thank you. And the winner is James Ackerman.
Yeah!
We are heroes tonight.
James Ackerman. Tell you what, let me say that. Yeah? Because I've sussed this out about you, young James Ackerman, that when you do an interview, you like to hold the microphone. And as it's now the third time you've been up on the stage and the first time you've actually won something, you can have your own microphone for this one, and we'll be okay. Now, school visits. We haven't talked about school visits, and it's one of the reasons you've won the Sports Personality of the Year, not just because you're very good at what you do, we know you're good at what you do, but the fact you go out and spread the gospel as well, and you go and teach a lot of kids what you've grown to love. So tell me about this.
I've really wanted to, be a big inspiration. So normally we like to talk about my life before I became a sports stacker and the uses of proprioception for when I do blindfolded stacking, because that's another sense of, part of your body that not many people know about and not many people that use. So that's what I basically use.
How do you do the whole blindfold thing?
It's a lot of practice.
Yeah, I bet. Because you still do it at a really rapid rate as well. So, why did you want to do the blindfold, and how did it come about?
When I was first a sports stacker, sorry about that.
When I was first a sports stacker.
Yeah. Normally I like to keep practicing the 3-stack and all the other types of sequences quite a lot, and when it comes to, wanting to move a step forward, so that's when I first tried it with my eyes closed, and then when I actually tried it blindfolded, that was when my dad was really amazed to see that I'm actually using my proprioception for this.
Yeah, well, no, listen, I was as amazed as your dad was. Trust me on this one, it was absolutely outstanding. And you go into the schools, and what's the reaction you get when you teach kids how to do this?
With the reactions, most of them are really amazed. I've actually got to tell you one funny question one boy asked me for when I was visiting a school. He actually asked me, are you sure that you're actually a human and not some sort of artificial intelligence robot that's programmed to stack carbs in fast amount of time?
At which point you're in, yes, I am a robot, I am going to exterminate you, or whatever. We talked about the record and we talked about the States. How much bigger can this thing get, do you think?
We're really working so hard to make it, as popular as sport. Because, of course, during our stack up, during the 2015, we've reached over 610,000 stackers all over the world stacking on that one very day.
Sorry, this is the Guinness Book of Records thing where you've got people all over the world to do the stacks. Because we haven't really talked about this either. How do you get that many people to do it?
Well, it takes a lot of time and effort. With the WSSA website, they actually set up this, little thing where you can actually put in what school you want to get involved with the stack up, and that's one of those big things that's going on with the sports stacking industry. So.
Okay, so we get all the schools around the world. Can we get 1 million, do you think, this year?
Let's hope so.
Can you get 1 million kids doing sports stacking around the world? I mean, there's enough people in China, in one city, to do all this.
Yeah. Also, we've actually got Richard Green involved with stack up quite a lot.
Richard Green, the fastest man on the planet. What's the land speed record attempt? Yeah.
Well, it's actually the Richard Green JMI school.
Richard Green. I thought you said Richard Green for a minute there. Oh, right. So you got Richard Green. So that's like 112. Yeah. So now all we need now is 999,888.
Let's try and go for that, shall we?
Maths was never my strong point. 1 million we need. We've got Breachwood Green. We'll get some more. Congratulations. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you tonight. You've got to put your own mic back now, I'm afraid. Try and do it in under 6 seconds. Put your hands together, please, for James Ackerman. Is it me or is it?
1, go. .4, 363.
That requires a lot of effort, that does. Those are buckets, they're not cups, they're buckets.
See, there's a 13.3. Do you want to see the cycle?
Does that have to go on the floor, the big one? Is
Well,
that
I
not
don't know if there will there be enough space.
Gerald?
Just try it, see how it goes.
This requires a lot of effort, this does.
Oh, it can be done, yeah, okay. Here you go. Cycle with the jumbos. This is now making 6-6.
Yeah.
And those have to be down stacked into one big pile.